Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. Guys, we got some very big news around BAKKT'S ex-CEO, and her name is Kelly Loeffler. Many of you are familiar with who she is. We've talked a lot about it on this channel. BAKKT is owned by the Intercontinental Exchange, which Kelly's husband runs. So there's a bit of conflict of interest here, and she now owns, I should say, a Senate seat in the state of Georgia. And we've talked about her being in the government can now push for crypto regulations. Well, she's getting dragged in the news right now for apparently insider trading, dumping stocks after a Senate briefing on COVID. So she essentially knew what could potentially happen to the economy and started dumping. And another senator is being accused of this as well. And of course, ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange, is pushing back on the claim, saying that she didn't dump it, but I think people are kind of recognizing what's happening here, and they're saying she sold between 1.3 million and 3.2 million in stock following that private Senate briefing on COVID. So she kind of once again had that insider information before the general public. Now, if you and I did this, we would be carted off to jail, guys. But this is how the one percenters work sometimes, and the things they're able to get away with. The rich, it's a matter of classes sometimes, which really sucks. But I'm hoping crypto can solve that. But this is not a good look for her, and I don't know what impact this is going to have on BAKKT, because that's what she's very well known for, being the CEO of BAKKT before she left to take the Senate seat. And of course, we've been monitoring what things she would do to help push cryptocurrency regulations further. But this is not good news, guys. And one part of me is I'm happy she's there to push crypto regulations, but I'm not happy about this news. And if she has to step down or whatever it may be because of this situation, she probably has to do that. This is not fair, because once again, these people can get away with it, but if you and I, the common people, try to do that, we're going to jail, right? So let's see how this plays out, but this is not good news for her and for BAKKT, because obviously this news is making the rounds in the crypto community as well as in a general news cycle, because she holds a Senate seat and her and another senator being accused. On some good news here, guys, this is very interesting because of the timing of what's happening. Italian bank opens Bitcoin trading to 1.2 million during lockdown. And this is interesting, right? As you're not able to go out and spend cash and so forth, they're ramping up their crypto trading. So growing crypto adoption and the COVID outbreak has encouraged Italy's Banco Sella to launch a Bitcoin trading service. The trading is conducted via the bank's Hype platform, with the bank acting as an intermediary to mitigate against potential security risks with these crypto exchanges. With the country in lockdown and everyone stuck at home, the bank is capitalizing on a growing interest in Bitcoin as a safe way to transfer money internationally in the midst of the crisis. So 1.2 million Italians already use Hype. So they already use that for transactions and different things. And this is a sign of things to come, guys. If this situation gets worse, it can help push along the further or fast track the adoption of this, of banks and money transmitters getting more involved in cryptocurrencies. And we know that China's already burning and destroying their respective paper money, and people are trying to stay away from paper money. So this could lead to more adoption and usage of cryptocurrencies. And look at who's getting involved. Banks. So that's why I'm so excited about the future of this market. Stock exchanges, financial conglomerates, corporates, banks, money transmitters, whoever it is getting involved in crypto. This is bullish news, guys. Let's keep an eye out and see if there's any other banks or countries or whoever, I should say, not countries, but banks and financial institutions that are going to do this in this, obviously unprecedented cycle that we're in here with this virus, guys. So very, very interesting news. And something else that's interesting, Coinbase broke traffic records and saw massive volume during the market collapse. So Coinbase saw a record site traffic and a massive surge in 24-hour trading volume during last week's coronavirus-driven market swings. Now, to be fair, this could be people panicking, looking to go sell off their crypto, right? But also people trying to buy the dips, like some smart investors, right? Buying when there's blood on the streets, when there's fear. Doing the opposite of the masses, right? So San Francisco-based crypto exchange said it processed $2 billion in crypto last Thursday and Friday. For comparison, Coinbase saw 394 million in volume over the past 24 hours. Last Thursday also beat Coinbase's previous traffic record by over 50%, Armstrong said. Now, like I said, guys, you got to take this with a grain of salt because it could just be people also going to check up on their balances, selling, buying, right? But interesting that crypto is getting this type of recognition, this type of visibility, this type of interest. I think people will now start to see that the current financial system we live in of money printing over and over is not ideal. And crypto is the future, whether it depending on how it gets adopted and inserted into the financial markets, can really help solve a lot of problems. So very interesting information here. Finally, the US SEC freezes assets of alleged crypto scam backed by a former state senator. What's up with these political people lately, man? This is crazy. The United States Securities and Exchange has frozen the assets of Meta One Coin, an alleged crypto scam backed by a former state senator that promised investors returns up to 224,923% without ever having an actual tokens. This is ridiculous. I actually haven't heard of this, so this is just ridiculous. I don't know who fell for this scam, but per a March 20 announcement from the SEC, the regulator initially froze Meta One's assets on March 16 and is charging the firm's operator with fraud. Currently, the SEC seems to be pursuing fines and rather than jail time for disgorgement rather than jail time for those involved. Meta One claimed its tokens were backed by but the cited backing shifted over time from some $1 billion rare art to more recently $2 billion in gold. So I personally haven't heard about this. I don't know if any of you have, but sounds like this is a really bad scam here. The SEC shut them down. One major backers of Meta One named in the complaint is David Schmith, a former Republican senator of the state of Washington. So I've never heard of this guy. I've never heard of this coin, but the SEC shut them down, guys. And this brings some other things in mind, right? When you think about all the projects that are out there and the people who still think Ripple is a scam and different things about XRP as a security, then why hasn't the SEC shut it down? They've been shutting down many different things, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. If you know the context of what I'm saying here, because there's a lot of people going around saying FUD and negative things, but the fact of the matter is the SEC hasn't taken action because Ripple, is not a scam. XRP is not a scam, and XRP is not a security, or it would have already been, they would have been fined or shut down. Think about it. So, what do you guys think about this news? What do you think is going to happen here with Kelly, guys? This is not a good look for her. Disappointed for sure, but I'm certainly excited by this bullish news coming out of Italy, which obviously a country in lockdown, but Bitcoin trading being launched by banks. That's exciting. So guys, leave your thoughts and comments below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you all later.